Hello and welcome to SA Weekender. Today I am in the glorious Riverland at the Waikerie Golf Course and my game is a little rusty, but wait until you see their new architecturally designed accommodation. It is stunning. I'll be teeing off a little later, but here's what else we have for you on today's show. Bryony uncorks her creativity with a fun night out.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing and I'm loving it.
And we preview this year's Guitar Festival. But first, here's Callum.
South Australia is home to some incredibly passionate farmers, and I'm always keen to meet the people behind the produce. So I'm headed to Gawler to visit a unique property founded on principles designed to better the planet.
Welcome to the food forest. You won't believe the range of produce that's grown here, from fruits and veggies, nuts, and even timber. It's a permaculture paradise, and it's been awarded Australia's top organic farm.
It's hard to believe that when Anne-Marie and Graham Brookman first bought their farm in 1983, it was a bare barley paddock. But they were driven by a shared vision to create a self-sustaining environment, not only for their family, but future generations.
This is a design system based on ethics, so care of the planet and care of community are central to it. The rate we are going, we're going to leave a legacy of waste on this planet. So we wanted to demonstrate how you can live really comfortably with lots of great food and lots of warmth and comfort and still be sustainable. And so permaculture is the design system that gets you there.
By working with the land and not against it, the couple has come up with some ingenious ideas. With the Gawler River running through their property, they developed a way to draw water from it to use in the summer. And every animal here has a purpose.
Come on, come on.
For starters, their waste is used as organic compost for the plants. But these mini sheep are also handy mini mowers.
These guys, they'll do the job for you. They're very small, so they're not going to, reach up and break branches.
And geese do a great job eating noxious weeds like couch grass. Anne-Marie's pride and joy is her veggie patch. It's only modest in size, but boy, does it pack a punch.
Well, you can see it's looking super healthy at the moment. There's stuff growing everywhere. What have you got at this time of year?
Fennel, kale, a number of different varieties, coriander, leek, broccoli, lettuce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you decide what to plant?
The seasons indicate what you can plant.
But you choose to not have glass houses, right?
Yes, and from an organic status point of view, we have to have rotation, so it's important for us to have that diversity all year round.
Cooking what's in season maximises freshness and flavour, and right now is prime time for citrus.
Through the winter, there's a range of varieties, all really good for you, get rid of those coughs and colds. This one's a tangerine, so it is actually a hybrid. It's not a pure mandarin, but it's delicious anyway.
Yeah, they look great.
And as well as the usual suspects, here at the Food Forest, you'll find some real surprises.
You're growing things that typically people wouldn't think would grow that well in South Australia, right?
That's right, bananas, they're easy. You just have to get the right ones. Here we had these beautiful red gums along the river, which said, hey, there's water down there, but you might have to have deep roots. So we put in pistachio nuts and carob beans, and so we can get into some very exciting things.
I've got to toast their principles and dedication. They even have their own brand of certified organic wine. If you're keen to know more about permaculture, the Food Forest holds open days and has a learning centre. Check out their website for more information. And you'll also find them at the Adelaide Showgrounds Farmers Market selling their fantastic produce every Sunday. So go say g'day and tell them I sent you.
Coming up, a must-see festival for music lovers.
I was 17.
The Adelaide Guitar Festival truly celebrates the diverse sounds of one of the world's most popular instruments. And this year's event promises to offer more. More contemporary music, more women and more locals. Artistic director Slava Gregorian is at the helm yet again, having lined up literally hundreds of artists to perform over 4 music-filled days and nights.
This year it's definitely turned into our most balanced program, and you know, it's a wonderful thing to celebrate and get inspired by. And you know, it's fantastic when you look at the makeup of the Guitar Festival Orchestra, for example. There are just as many women and girls that are part of this, and I think it's a perfect instrument for everyone to play.
This is a song called 17. I wrote it for my niece.
I caught up with the powerhouse singer, songwriter and guitarist Abby May from Perth. Abby will host the Clam Jam on Saturday the 11th of August. Their aim? To rock out in celebration of women in music.
How would you describe your sound?
It's hard to explain. I'll just say quite eclectic.
I suppose we just have to come and see you.
You have to come and see me, yes.
Other festival highlights include Australian legend Tommy Emmanuel, along with special guest guitarist Pedro Xavier Gonzalez and Richard Smith, Grammy award-winning legend Albert Lee, Martha Masters and Vladimir Gorbak. The Guitar Festival really does bring some of the world's best guitarists to Adelaide, reaffirming our status as the UNESCO City of Music.
You know, the guitar crosses so many different genres of music. Certainly it's classical, it's flamenco, it's folk, it's bluegrass, it's rock and roll, it's singer-songwriter, it's blues, you name it. And that's why it's such a great reason to celebrate it with the great artists that are going to be in this festival.
The Guitar Festival really is a must-do for music lovers of all ages. So make sure you grab yourself a program and head along to the Guitar Festival website to make a booking.
Next, where to paint, sip and socialise.
Even in the depths of winter, it's great to catch up with friends for a drink and a laugh. And tonight we found a place in the city where you can do all that and get your creative juices flowing as well.
This is Studio Vino at the east end of Pirie Street. And as the name suggests, it's a cosy art salon with a bar, a marriage made in heaven. Here you can paint the town red or any other colour your heart desires. Jen Hellman is a graphic artist by trade and saw this trend take off in the US. So she and partner Craig Jomards have set up Adelaide's first sip and paint venue. My friend Linda and I arrived armed with absolutely no painting experience, and that's just fine. It's definitely not a tutorial. Think of it as socialising in a smock.
This is just meant to be a fun and relaxing evening. This isn't meant to be stressful or a serious art class. I'm not going to give you like specific techniques or anything like that. So just try to relax and have a good time.
Tonight, it's Paint Your Partner night. Now, that could be the end of a beautiful friendship for just about all of us here. But there are a whole range of differently themed evenings, from painting a pet to trying your own rendition of an iconic masterpiece.
Do people come in very nervous?
Some people do. Personality types all shine through, definitely.
So this is almost like it's a window to their soul almost.
Yeah, it is actually. We had a group of accountants in last week for a team building. That was very interesting.
Were their paintings all grey?
No, but they were very organised. I'm going to switch to my medium-sized brush and I'm going to fill in all of that face and neck. The lighter the better, because with faces you want to do a lot of shading.
She's a pink blancmange at the moment. I'm sorry, Linda, do you have orange hair?
That's okay, I think you're changing my hair.
I've agreed not to peek at Linda's canvas until the very end, but I'm dying to see how everyone else is getting on.
I'm really sorry, but you're actually better looking in your portrait. I'm joking. At this midpoint, do you think you're still going to be speaking afterwards?
Yeah, I think so.
This artist is onto something. She's brought a photo of her partner.
Do you think your husband is going to be surprised by this?
I think so. I think he will like it.
Where's the painting going to go when you're finished?
Maybe to his office.
Yeah?
Later on, yeah.
Do you think we'll scare his staff?
I never thought of that. I'll ask him.
I think we've got Hugh Jackman. And I'm not saying that the model is not as handsome as Hugh Jackman, but is that the vibe you're going for?
I'm having to scratch his head from over here.
Have I captured Linda's essence? Well...
Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Is this going to be something I'll put on my wall?
Depends which wall, kind of.
Maybe the bathroom?
Possibly. I hate to advocate over drinking, but do people get better at this the more they drink?
I don't know if they get better. I think they enjoy it more because they do sort of let loose and just not feel so controlled with the brush. And then it's just more enjoyable, I think, when you're just kind of being a bit more free.
After 3 truly entertaining hours of creative endeavour, it's time for the reveal. And it doesn't matter that we're a bunch of amateurs. The results are funny, charming, and a wonderful reminder of a great night.
Ready? Yes. Here we go.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Bryony, you did a fantastic job.
I wish I looked that good.
I'm really sorry. I did the best I could.
That is fabulous.
Bryony,
Yay, us.
really good.
Let's just give up our day job.
Have a look at the Studio Vino website for a full list of events, from singles nights to team building or private parties. Your canvas and paints are included in the cost, and there are a range of options for drinks and nibbles.
I'm well pleased with my portrait. I wish I really looked that fantastic. Studio Vino is a wonderful way to get in touch with your friends and bring out your creative side. I don't ever want to hear you say you can't paint.
I'm so well done.
After the break, teeing off on a brand new golf getaway.
Oh, look at that.
Today, I've headed just 2 hours from Adelaide to the glorious Riverland. My destination is the privately owned Wakery Golf and Country Club. If you haven't been here in a while, you're in for a surprise. Just over 4 years ago, Julie Steinert took over the property with a vision to transform it into a true tourism destination.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
Good, thanks, Kelly. Welcome to the
good.
Wakery Golf and Country Club.
What a perfect day today.
Isn't it amazing out there?
Yeah, a bit lucky.
You certainly
Yeah. Oh, we've got my sticks, the
We
clubs.
certainly have got them
Great.
ready for you.
Yeah.
And I've got the card out the front.
Wonderful.
So would you like to start?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Can't wait.
Carry them out
Thank
for
you.
Regarded as one of the best 18-hole courses in South Australia, it has a unique design that makes it a lot tougher than it looks.
It's actually a bunkerless course. We have no water hazards, but we have thick grassy mounds around the greens, which make it a little bit difficult. And the greens are very undulating, which is really challenging to golfers.
I grew up around golf. Both my parents are golfing fanatics, so it's kind of in the blood, but I haven't played for a little while, so no judgment, all right? Oh, look at that, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
Looks like I'm not as rusty as I thought I was.
Oh no, you did not see that, okay? Oh yes, that's an amazing shot. Hit a tree.
It went up here.
Oh, shivers. Far out. I said no judgment. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time.
Anyone who says golf isn't the most frustrating sport in the world has obviously never played. Before I lose any more dignity, I'm heading back to the clubhouse. Overlooking the fairway is a large deck, one of the club's recent enhancements. With a delicious platter of local produce and a glass of red, it's just the spot to drink in the view.
So how was your golf today, boys?
Well, I went about 2 over on the front 9. That was off the blue tees. How'd you go off the red tees?
I mean, I was just lucky to hit the ball, to be honest, today.
Serious? You winding me up?
No, I'm just being honest about my golf.
But the most impressive addition to the property has to be its stunning new accommodation called The Villas. Designed by Julie's son Brad, who's an architect, There are 6 self-contained studio suites, complete with modern furnishings, sleek bathrooms, and their own private outdoor decks. For larger groups, there's a 4 and a 6-bedroom villa. To say they're huge is an understatement. With a central courtyard, it's the height of luxury. Featuring an open-plan kitchen and living area and an enclosed outdoor barbecue area, it really is an entertainer's paradise. And from the deck, you can literally step onto the 10th fairway.
Gentlemen, can I get you something else to drink?
I'll be fine, thanks.
I'll probably have another red, Julie, thanks.
Okay then, not a problem. I shall just get you one.
The redevelopment is truly impressive, but I think people are drawn here by the warm and welcoming way Julie treats her guests.
You get lots of great rap here. People must
thank
love
you.
you and your personality. I guess what you bring to the club.
Thanks, Kelly. I'm very passionate about it, and I guess that shows when people come, and I like to be very hospitable to them and make their day really enjoyable.
The Waikerie Golf and Country Club is open 7 days a week. Pop in for lunch and a drink or play around. And you don't need to be a golfer to stay at the villas. Situated just minutes away from some fantastic wineries and the river, it's the perfect base to explore this gorgeous part of SA.
We are having way too much fun here tonight. They just will not stop painting, but sadly that's all we have time for in tonight's show.